Hey guys, how you doing? This is Manga, etc. and I'm here today to bring the review for Tenmaku Cinema Manga Chapter 13. And the plot doesn't really go anywhere within this chapter, but it does bring up some questions. The first thing that I want to talk about is how we're just going over the script for the show again, and it's Hajime that mentions that how the script is very minimal in the sense of where it has the most the example I'm going to give is the fact that he mentions that how it's got the least amount of actors in it as possible. And he does ask Tenmaku, why is that? And his response is that so he could make the movie. And now I don't know if I can 100% believe that, because it might be true, but for me personally, it seemed like the show was solely inspired on Tenmaku seeing, what's her name? Oh, what's her name? Our lead actress for the first time, and so I thought it was solely based on that. But it could be true. It could be true. The majority of the chapter, however, is spent on Tenmaku's flashback, and now wasn't something I was expecting so soon. And the relationship that he has with his with the director is not something I wasn't expecting at all. And at first, I was thinking to myself, is this actually true? And okay, at first I was thinking, is it actually true? And the second thing I was thinking is that, okay, cool. Why is it now that Tenmaku is actually remembering these things? But upon reading the chapter again, I don't think it is something that Tenmaku is actually remembering. I think it's just something that was thrown in there by the mangaka for us to just know at this present moment in time. So they basically had a father-son relationship, him and the director, and we're basically learning just why Tenmaku's name hasn't appeared in anything prior to this, because that was a question that came up. Okay, cool, if he was this amazing screenwriter who's working with this amazing director, why was his name ever in any of the credits? We learn the answer to this right now. He wanted to literally be a ghostwriter, so he's now a ghostwriter, ghost writing for people, but before previous and he was the true meaning of a ghostwriter. So there is that. But a big question that came up for me within this chapter is, all right, cool, because at first I thought the Fang was either in like a first draft or just no draft or just stood up here kind of thing. But we learned within this chapter that there was a few drafts of the Fang produced, and the director could have made the movie if he did choose to do so. So why didn't he do it? So that's the question that came up during the chapter, and it's a very big question for me as well. But the whole chapter itself was kind of centered on around another question, and that is Hajime asking, why did you pick me? And now this is shaken off with a kind of typical response of I just wanted to kill some time, I just wanted to have some fun, like yay kind of thing. But I do think two things. One, there either is a earnest or good reason why Tenmaku picked Hajime and he's not telling him as of yet, or two, he doesn't even know himself. Tenmaku doesn't even know himself. I feel like it could be like a destiny thing where how destiny brought him to Hajime because Hajime is going to be the one to essentially at the end of the damn day produce or direct, if you will, the Fang. Another thing that we learned within this chapter is that Tenmaku is not even his actual real name. Is that a big deal? Probably not, but you know, it is a thing. Writers do sometimes have pen names, and Tenmaku is this guy. I can't remember his real name, but you know, we will forever be calling him Tenmaku, so it doesn't really matter in that. So yeah, that's everything I've got to say about this chapter. Do you believe it deserves a 3-star rating? And of course, guys, must go for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. But most importantly, take care. Have a nice day.